Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 7th, and we're talking about trending topics.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl. That's what me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's what me. That's what me. Yes. No. Wait. Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm here today to talk about the Shy again. I got some people coming. We're gonna discuss it because the tables are turning with a lot of things. New people are coming in, and old people are coming in, and some people are leaving. So I wanna get into it tonight. You know, I got my girl BX is in the building. Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
All right. So I talked about the episode. I did my recap yesterday. And we still gonna do something with EJ. She is under the weather tonight, but I'm just, here so we could talk about it because a lot of us want to get some ish off our chest. Now, what was your thoughts on the episode from, just a vague description?
Reg is back. Reg is back. I was like, okay, Reg, I'm here. Y'all already know what I'm here for. I want the Reg and the Nuck versus Nuck of it all. That's what I'm here for. I don't want to see no other shenanigans, though, Reg. Then me and you got a problem. I had a couple other problems, but it was some cute parts too. So it was a little mixture.
Mixture with what?
As far as y'all know, I've been kind of going in on them since they got back. I've been very much in my I don't give a damn bag. And still with some things I didn't give a damn about. There was some other things that was pissing me off, but it was things that made me smile too. Whereas, the last two episodes I may not have smiled as much. Okay. So that's why I say a mixture.
I know, I'm with that too. But since before anybody gets here, you know what I have a big gripe with?
Right.
The way that Maisha send off. I didn't like the way it was like, to me, it was rushed. I felt like she didn't get enough camera time.
Yeah.
And I felt like she was cheated because she was one of the day ones. You put more focus on Gemma than her. And I didn't think that was right.
kind of went from the two of them together or all the kids as a group, so them, kind of singling out and getting less and less. And I think once she said, because it went from her going to school, and her and Gemma was actually kind of similar. They both were supposed to be going to school. Then they wasn't going to do the school thing. Excuse me. She was going to do, of course, the rapping. And then Gemma decided she was going to be her manager. But then they, of course, spread apart, and that didn't happen. And then with Kevin being gone, I felt like they really didn't leave anything else to her story. I was a little disappointed with that too. But I think that's why they tried to have like that moment with her and Keisha, which, that was cute. But I was just like, I could have used more too. And honestly, I feel like they still could have gave her another story. But I don't know if the actress herself just was like, I'm ready to go. Because if we really think about it, y'all, and we go back to season 1, how young they was all, at the time that they started, to seeing them now, we really did watch them grow up like right before our eyes.
Yeah, you're not lying.
So at the same time, I know that some of them, kind of want to branch out and do other things too. But they definitely could have told the story in a different way if they wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like they should have. With this whole thing, I feel like they should have been more. I feel like she should have got more camera time. She was one of the ones that she was one of the day ones, and they focused on her story, that we got to know her family.
Yes.
And how she was such an anchor to her mother with helping every children. And I feel like this was a cheated moment. I don't like the way they did this.
Yeah, I agree. If you think about it, we only have 2 of the main kids. I mean, the ones like the original kids from the beginning that had those stories. We only got 2 of them left, and that's Papa and Jake.
Can you guys scroll to the top and cast your vote? This is who you got, Reg and Nuck. I figured I'd put that in because they already show it like it's going to be a showdown between the two. So who y'all got? Who you got? Okay. I'm trying to wait for more people to get here, but let's move on to the next. What did you think about his entrance and coming back?
I wasn't that impressed with it. I'm sorry, y'all know I gotta keep it real.
It was real.
Okay, it was certain parts that I liked, but of course they didn't go into details. Y'all know I said last week, look, if the story is good and if the story is there, then I'm here for it. I felt like, as far as just being like, when Jake was asking him, well, where were you? Like, you've been gone 5 years. This ain't 5 days or 5 seasons, whatever you want to call it. This ain't 5 days, it ain't 5 months. And when he asking him, well, what happened and where were you? Like, I thought you was there. Oh, don't worry about all that. That's my business. I ain't got to tell you that, but I'm here now. I was just like, okay.
All right. So being that you brought that up, and they brought up Hannibal. I brought this up yesterday. Don't y'all know the first season 1, Hannibal had an Asian man living in his closet and he was charging him rent?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we gonna take a look. See.
你好吗？
我很好。
非常好。
啊，回头见。
回头见。Who the fuck is that? It's Mr. Wu. Who's Mr. Wu? My tenant. He lives in your closet. Why are you whispering? Yes, he lives in the closet. It's really like a fucking penthouse in there to him. They got a flat screen here. Yeah, we.
Hallway had a flat screen and everything in there.
That was crazy.
Yo, that's why I was like, anything's possible. If he had that dude in his closet for how many months? He was he rented out his place. You know, he hardly take people to his house. Only reason why Brandon is at his house is because that's his cousin.
Yeah.
So it could be possible that he was in that closet the whole time, Reg.
Listen, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. He could have been under his bed in the closet. I would not be surprised.
I'm just saying, he's the only one that knew he was alive. That's why I said it. I said it yesterday. I said if he had somebody in his closet charging him rent, you know damn well it's possible that Reg could have been there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What did you think of the shower?
I thought that was cute. That was one of the moments that made me smile, but also pissed me off. And I'm sure y'all could already know the parts of it that pissed me off. But
tell me which one it was, because I want to know.
As far as the parts that made me smile, just seeing them, like, you know, everybody there together, we all looking like beautiful brown, black, or, you know, all the shapes and sizes and shades, and all dressed up cute, and we, you know, celebrating the baby and lifting up Tiff, because we know this is hard for her, you know, even though it's for her, and I guess it was for her and Keisha, it was a little joint thing, but knowing that, you know, she's still grieving and having this baby, that's a lot. So all that part was cute to me. Soon as Nuck showed his damn face up, y'all already know that turned me off. I was like, why? Like, why? Why are you here? Why? And then I was confused because I could have sworn he said to Emmett, oh, yeah, I bought a gift for y'all. Emmett was like, oh, that's your flower, whatever. And then turned around and told Tiff, I bought a gift for you. So I was like, well, which one is it? And
he bought both of them because Kari went out to get. Remember,
he was the other one.
He was going back and forth.
Yeah,
so he bought them both.
And then Alicia was like, "Yeah, nah, we don't need that. We already got that." And he was like, "Oh, well, now y'all got two." I just want him gone, y'all. I'm so disgusted with him. I want him gone.
I'm kind of tired of him too.
Yeah,
I must.
And the other thing that annoyed me was Tracy. Tracy annoys me every time she come on the screen.
We're going to get to her. We're going to get to her. We are going to get to her because I think I don't want to put on my track shoes. I almost put them on. What's up? He didn't find no Jesus. He did not find no Jesus. Me and her couldn't get to saying that fast enough. Right. I was angry seeing Nook at Keisha and Tiffany's baby shower. I was like, why is he here too? And then it seemed like you trying to push up on her.
Yes.
And I don't like it. I don't like it at all, y'all.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
It's definitely a no for me. Well, we know that she's having a boy. What you think of Alicia and all this controlling that she's doing?
It's not shocking. We know she's controlling. I'm telling y'all, this is just the beginning. Once that baby is born, it's going to be a whole nother ball game. And I know Tiff trying to kind of be nice about it right now. And she just, you know, the slogan of the day was not today. We ain't going to do it today. But we know this is eventually going to become a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
But right now, even she was in a good mood, besides Nuck, because she was feeling the same way as me. But yeah, she was in a good mood too. And sitting there with giving Bakari the drinks, I'm like, oh, Bakari, he annoying me too, because he don't even know what he got himself into.
Yeah. But you know what? She's staying close to him because she's trying to find out everything that's going on. Remember who she had close to her before, and she took him out. Zay was just like that in her ear last season.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, I want to see how this goes. Please scroll up to the top and cast your vote. Who you got, Reg or Nuck?
Nah, I swear if they do that, I'm going to be seriously done with them.
If they do what?
Make Nuck into playing stepdaddy.
No, they better not. I want her to find out. I want her to be so riddled with guilt. He tell her and she take him down. I already put out a little video about it. I hope she be the one to take him down. I did a theory video and I did a short today about it. He's going down. I want him gone.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't really give a damn who. Y'all know how I be feeling about it. I don't give a damn who take him out. We all could get together. That's the thing that be ticking me off. Even with Reg coming back, is like, okay, you back now, and you saying you in charge, and you want to do all these things. Where was you at for 5 damn years? Why you ain't come take Duda out your damn self? It made me laugh when Jake was like, so what, you came back to tell the person thank you that did it? Like, Ninja, where was you at all this time? You was in the cut. But
He
now
was
you
in
want to.
he was in Hannibal closet. He wasn't in the cut. He was in Hannibal closet.
Oh my God.
Victor
Yeah.
turning ungay and possibly having the hots for Tiff is pissing me off for real. Along with the other foolishness is sending me into a spiral. All right, Takia.
I never heard of ungay.
I never heard of that either, but you know, I could hear the frustration in her voice because she's spiraling out of control over this. And you know how they be playing with our emotions. Moving
on.
What did you think of the dynamics between the three brothers?
It was parts I liked, but like I just mentioned, what was irritating me with Reg's whole attitude. But this was a funny scene. Like, they went from 0 to 100 because he came out his face to Victor, aka Trig, and let's not get it twisted. Like, you know, when he punched him in that face. He's like, oh, I can take a punch now. I'm like, yeah, obviously you can take a punch and you can take some damn bullets because you still standing here, but you know, I'm gonna need you to direct that energy to Nuck. Like, it was too much energy being directed to Victor and to Jake that I didn't feel like needed to be there. But I liked when Jake was like, come on, chill. Can we just smoke? You know, when we start catching up and smoking and having a drink, and where he gonna sleep, where he gonna stay, he the Black Jesus and all that. I was tickled with that.
I was tickled with that too. And how scared Jake was to tell Victor that he was back, and he was like, "Are you in trouble?" He was like,
"Right."
Oh, no.
He knew it was something going on. He like, "What? What's happening?"
So I want to see, because he already fell in line when they was by themselves. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, and it's like looking at how it is with Victor versus how it is with Reg, and I just. Oh, as much as I was excited to have Reg back, it's giving me Unique 2.0, fake Unique 2.0. Okay, that's what it's giving. I don't like that instead of him, and I know he's not gonna do it, but I'm just saying, I don't like the fact that when Jake is like, but you know, I got my clothing business and I got things going for me. He's not happy with that. He's very much giving the energy like the daddy from the 5 Heartbeats when he was like, all right, I wasn't nothing, so you ain't gonna be nothing type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't like the fact that he pushed up on him. Do you think that Hannibal is gonna tell him what's going on with that?
I doubt it. If he kept his mouth shut all this time, I mean,
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. I would be surprised if he do. I would be glad if he do.
Me too. And then I had to think about it because I said that last night, and I said he ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna let it rock out and keep getting his money. What you think about this with Gemma and Britney going to New York?
I guess this was one of the things y'all know I don't really give a damn about, but I mean, it's good for her. I mean, obviously she is good at this. I will say that. Like, I felt like she was good at this, and I felt like Maisha was good with her rapping. Like, she found her little niche, as you say, and she, you know, work it good. This could be a good opportunity for them, but we also know it could go the other way. We know what the, you know, music business is all about. But I'm not mad at her for wanting to take a chance and jump out there like, okay, we got to do something different. Obviously, what we doing right now, we not really making no waves with it. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, girl. Do what you got to do. You know, this is not one of the storylines that I'm that invested in.
Yeah, that's how I felt about this too. I don't care one way or the other, especially how she just dropped Maisha like a hot potato and picked up on her because she was the hot. She felt like she was hotter, and she
Right.
was I think she did it because she was attracted to her. That's
It was
my
a
thought.
mixture. It was definitely a mixture. Only for her to be put back in the friend zone anyway, which I think that's better. I don't think you need to mix business with pleasure. That's a whole, fiasco within itself. So,
Yeah, I agree with you.
mm-hmm.
And I think she's kind of afraid because she doesn't know how this business is going to be in New York. She had contacts here.
Right.
It's going to be different when she go to another state.
Yeah. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Another story that I don't give a damn about. Because why are y'all doing stuff ass backwards?
Why? First of all, why y'all in need a bed like this? And I hope y'all changed the mattress. Or at least flipped it.
Right.
Just look. I hope they ain't find her toys.
I mean, they may need it since we saying we celibate all of a sudden, child. This story is so backwards to me, y'all. I love the conversation. It's an important conversation, but my thing is, why move her in and then have this conversation and then go to the whole, I want to be celibate, and then you want to get married because you don't want to, you actually want to be able to do the do, and I guess feel like you're not sinning. I'm like, what are we doing here? I don't know. I'm annoyed.
You know what? With this, I'm like, why? I actually thought he was gonna get together with Tracy, but they already did it. Didn't they already do it last season in Smokies?
I really wanted him to get with Tracy, but now I don't even know, because that wouldn't have been a good idea either, because Tracy ain't got the sense God gave a roach. But yeah, I could have sworn they did it when they was in the kitchen that time before they left. Maybe I'm bugging, but I could have sworn they did. But I don't know. Maybe he's trying to say going forward, he's trying to do things different. I'm just confused with this. This didn't make sense to me, because I just feel like if that's the route y'all was gonna take, didn't it make more sense for y'all to have that conversation before you moved her into the house? Why would you move her in, then say I want to be celibate, and then say, oh, well, why don't we just get married? Because I done messed up and I done been locked up and you've been out in the streets. I'm like, what? What are we talking about?
Exactly. I'm like, look, I gotta, let's get married. That's how they like, come on.
Meet me at the altar in your white dress. Yeah.
Let's get married.
Yeah, I'm just I wasn't impressed with this story. And then he done told her like 4 times in the episode, use a hoe. Like,
yeah. But wait a minute. What did you think? We're going to get back to them. But we got to talk about this and all the lusting that was going on in this here church. All the lusting and the sinning that was going on in this church. What's your take on it, girl?
Tracy's another one that annoys the hell out of me. Why? How are we starting out the episode with her and Emmett Mama? What's Emmett Mama's name? I never forgot. Jada, right?
Jada.
And she looks so beautiful too.
They both look nice sitting there.
Yeah, we start out the episode with her saying to her, and this is the thing with Tracy, the lines stay the same. Like, I'm not hearing nothing different. Wasn't she working at the center at one time? Like, what did she do? She's sitting there, oh, I had time to think. I had time to really, get into myself and do all of the things, and I'm still grieving Duda. But now I think I might be ready to get back out here and, stick my pinky toe in the water and get out in the world and do things different. But I don't see the difference. Like, this is literally us rinse and repeating to me. And then you get in the church, you're supposed to be hearing the word of the Lord. Not, I don't even know why you going to this church to hear the word any daggone way, but that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
And you over here giving damn googly eyes to Charles. I said, not raggedy ass Charles, girl. Is that what we gonna do?
Mm-hmm. You see how he's sitting with his
he already
spread.
peeped it. He
already sitting there with his man spread, enjoying the view.
Mm-hmm. He peeped her right on out.
Look how he cheesing.
Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, there it is. There it is right there. I gotta, let me pray for you.
Can I pray with you?
Mm-hmm.
What you thought about this whole thing? Well, yeah, you said you don't give a damn. Moving on. Now, this I didn't like at all. Why they moving like a couple? I don't like it.
They could keep this.
You know what, though? Someone explained yesterday in the chat, and I want to know how you feel about this. They were saying he's staying close to her to see when she finally figures out that it was him.
I could see that. I mean, at the end of the day, if we being honest, he playing all of them close. He playing in all of their faces right now, including Keisha and Emmett, because they was the first ones he went to after he did what he did, knowing what he did.
And tried to make.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Wasn't he bloody?
Yes. But we all like nothing to see here, acting like he our damn friend. Like, why? I'm so annoyed with this, y'all. I swear I'll be wanting to jump through the TV and kick him in his neck every time they show him on the screen.
You want to give him a karate kick, right?
Yeah, but I definitely see it, him like, you know, trying to play it and keep his eye. Yeah, he's playing the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it though. Not for one bit.
I don't like it either. I don't like it at all. That's why I think when she find out, she gonna put the hot ones in him. I hope it's her. I really do hope it's her.
That would be good. She deserved it because Alicia sure as hell wasted her damn time. I mean, she didn't necessarily waste her time, but I also feel like she ain't playing smart. And at this point, even though they building it up for it to be the Reg versus Nuck thing, I feel like it's not gonna go that way. Just like Alicia wasn't able to take Duda out, and he came and took that from her, which is what then made her hurry up and take Zay, but for some reason want to believe Nuck. Like, that whole thing didn't make sense. But I know why they doing what they doing, but it just irritated me.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, we're going to see it play out because she definitely catching on. I mean, she's not catching on right now, but I feel like she eventually definitely will catch on. Especially since he keep being in her damn face. Like, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You want to come make the business deals with her. You want to bring the damn gifts. You want to help her at the shop.
I think she going to figure it out.
Yeah. I think she gonna if he would have not been around her so damn much, then maybe she wouldn't. But just the fact that he being so extra, I think she will. And you know who else I think may catch on, but his ass be so damn slow with stuff is Emmett. Because even in the last episode when he was like, but when did Nuck come to you? And she was saying like right after he found out he's funny, he kind of made a funny face with that, but you know. Emmett be slow, so I don't know.
That's what I don't understand. He seen him come with all of that on him. How he don't think Rob did it? I mean, he took out Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if he found out, he would be capable of doing it?
Nah, Emmett ain't got that in him.
No, he don't.
He don't. And that's okay. Everybody ain't built for that world.
Exactly. But keep in mind, y'all, everybody, Tiff got brothers. Remember, the brothers came after Emmett before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I want to see if Keisha, Tiff, and Victor and Alicia take Nuck out. Somebody gonna do it. I think it's gonna be a female that does it, y'all. I really want it to be Tiff. I want her to get over her postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
With putting some hot ones in him.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, y'all, please, if you haven't scroll to the top and let me know who y'all got, because we're gonna close that out before we get out of here. But we still going. You know what? I liked how the baby shower was. I really did. I liked the unity as far as how they everybody was getting along there, and the not today vibe that you mentioned. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I did like that. And they've came a long way and they all have been through a lot, and then to have the relationship that Emmett and Tiff had, to the relationship that her and Keisha built, and then even seeing the other baby mamas come through and be like, girl, we gotta be all in this together. We all gotta look out for each other and the kids, and she needs to come up underneath this umbrella. So I liked all of that part of it.
How you gonna pray? You praying for her and you don't even know her name?
Please. He praying to get in them damn drawers.
That's what I know. He was saying, look, Heavenly Father, can you please let me GTD with her? Get the drawers. Okay? Because it was just nothing but lust to me with this.
Yeah, this is about to be a whole nother mess Tracy about to get herself into.
Yeah. This pissed me off how they just sent her off. I don't like it.
I thought this conversation was cute too, because the fact that Keisha said to her, like, are you doing this for you? Like, make sure you doing it for you and that you got something you going out there too. Don't just do it for my brother, even though that's my brother and I love him. But you know what I mean? And she was like, no, girl, like, I got my plans and different things set up for myself too. She was like, it's a little bit of both. So I did appreciate that. It kind of felt like she was being her sister, big sister too.
Yeah, I like that too. I'm still irritated that they made Nuck Keisha baby daddy after we thought it was the kidnapper. It's just all over the place. One big orgy like Chicago is huge, but everyone's swapping partners. Ugh.
Girl, I'm not even gonna go back to that, honey, because I don't know if you was here the last season when I was going off that we threw in the sickle cell just to make him the daggone daddy, honey. The rants I went on with that. So I remember I'm like, that. We here now. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you for the super chat. Okay, how can you work and not raise your son? Which is harder, Tiff? You around cigar and weed smoke, your baby is receiving this. Ooh, you know what? And I didn't even think about that. Like the smoke part. But she is in a cigar bar.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd be like directly around the smoke, but she's still in the cigars bar and she was touching them shrooms, but I think she had gloves on. I mean, I get your point. See, it's kind of like a little certain things was a little like, but then I'm trying to also understand the predicament she in right now, because when we had that part in the shower, right, where EJ doesn't really want to, seem like he don't want to mess with her like that. And then her and Keisha had the little back and forth, and she made the comment of, you're in heaven and I'm in hell. And I was like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? And then, like, if she had to remind her, well, that's my son. Yes, your son, but you also asked us to watch him. And he's also going through his own feelings, too, because he also lost Rob, right? And then he feel like he lost you because you have him over here staying with Emmett and Keisha. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's the way I'm taking it. And you're having a brand new baby. So, of course, he's going through his own feelings behind that as well. Doesn't mean, and of course that leads to the conversation that Emmett ends up having with him later. But, how much time are you still spending with him even though he's not living with you, right? And even when Alicia, I said this, and when we talked about it last week, even when Alicia was like, oh, come stay with me. For Alicia, of course, everything gonna be about the baby because that's another piece of Rob for her. But I'm like, nowhere in there did I hear oh, this is going to be EJ room when he come over and stay. It pretty much was just still like, okay, yeah, y'all go ahead and keep him. And I get that she's going through something and that we all, coming together as we should and co-parenting and being there for each other. I like that aspect of it. But then it's like, how do you put the balance to it too? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought she was a little out of line, even though I'm trying to still be an understanding to her grief when she said, you're in heaven and I'm in hell. Like, let's not act like Keisha ain't been through some things. Like, life be life, and we all going through different things at different times.
I know. Did you forget this woman was kidnapped? And she just what I forgot who mentioned it. Look, she was just kidnapped and had the baby and thinking it was her kidnappers.
Yeah, and then whenever they ask how long it's gonna be, it's always just like, well, I don't know, just keep him. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. That's his father. He was going over there all the time anyway. So Emmett reacting the way he did, that had completely turned me off. But at the same time, we gotta have some balance there.
That was a bit extra for him to act like that because he was over there all the time. Mm-hmm. What was your thoughts about how he talked to EJ with the letter and things like that?
I mean, I thought that was cute because he just trying to explain to him like your mom is going through some things right now, but when it's all said and done, she's your mom. She always going to be your mom, and she loves you. Because he probably felt like this baby is coming and taking his place. Like, she put me out, and now she going to have this new baby in this new life. As a child, that's probably how he's looking at it. You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was glad at the fact we see Emmett come a long way. Where, remember, she dropped him off on the stoop one day for him. And now it's evolved where he's really becoming a father, talking to his son. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was like we're seeing him evolve into a man and being very mature. And even Tiff pointed that out, just wishing that he was like this when they were together. And that's how I usually go. People get themselves together for the next person.
Yeah. I agree. Even though Emmett be working my nerves, he definitely came a long way. So did Darnell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because Darnell used to piss me off too. He used to be doing too much. But we just don't see the rest of his family though.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I know we mentioned it, but how long do you think it's gonna be before these two really get it in?
Who?
Dom and this one, let's get married.
Man, listen, just go ahead and do it.
I know, right? You already did it at Smokey's.
Mm-hmm. I don't
you
see
already,
what the difference
why y'all
is
acting
now.
brand new? You already slapped skins. You already did it. Okay.
Now he trying to change his ways and change his life.
Mm-hmm. Even Lene saw right through that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta keep in mind. Remember, she don't really know about his past. He had some domestic stuff going on. I know his ex-girlfriend was like a wild girl, and she had brothers, but she don't know his story. What's your thoughts about her moving in with this guy so quick, not knowing he had like his little issues?
I mean, they both really don't know everything about each other. Just like he got told, what was it, the last week that she had been with both Emmett and his father. I feel like both of them don't know a lot about each other. They moving in 2.5 seconds after messing with each other. So it doesn't really, that's why I said they doing this backwards. Like, why not take the time if you really talking about I want to be celibate and I want to, take things slow and all of that. Why not take that time to tell her more about your past and what you did and what you going through, whatever, and vice versa.
Well, I don't know what I don't know what she got from this, because it's like, how you She had her whole restaurant set up in a brownstone like.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me you gave up all of that? You wasn't running your little nighttime spot just to do smokies. I get that, but you didn't. You had an apartment. You was running that out of your house. It just seems odd to me that she gave up so much to move in this place and that's not theirs.
Yeah. I mean, to me, all of this is backwards, honestly. I don't know why we needed her to move in and now we want to rush to get married. It doesn't make sense to me, but I guess it makes sense to them.
Putting the cart before the horse.
Now all of a sudden he want to be married. He want to have a baby. Like, get on your feet a little bit more and spend some more time with your sister. I don't know, child.
What was your take on this? Or do you not care?
No, I always say that I like the way Jake handles himself. I just feel like them two been through a lot too, even though I didn't like the way they got started. Okay, I never agreed with that. But I feel like he has always kept it real with her. And I think that we saw this relationship coming to an end, you know, of course, after what happened with the baby and all of that. And I think they'll, you know, always keep a friendship and they'll always be connected in that way. But it's like, why am I going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I'm going to wait for you? No, I'm not going to wait for you, girl. I'm going to probably go through 10 other chicks. You know what I mean?
But to me, how you say asking him if he going to wait? And you and this girl messing around and y'all done shared a room already. You already into this girl.
Yeah. I feel like this was more so for the audience, to be honest with y'all. I think they just trying to let us know like what relationships was getting closed out, who's moving on, and this is their way of closing it. Because for me, this relationship was already closed before. I really didn't need this.
I feel like that too.
But maybe
he already had the next chick at his spot. Yeah, they had like an open relationship.
Yeah, they had said they was gonna have the open relationship, and then it was like we moving on. So I just, for some reason in this season, they have been doing a lot of these kind of closeout things, and I feel like they was just, you know, closing it out. Oh, I'm moving away, and oh, are you gonna wait for me? Like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna wait.
I was glad he was being honest.
Yeah, I love that about Jake. I really do. Might seem like it come off harsh sometimes, but listen, I always want you to keep it real with me. And then when he was like, you know, was you expecting me to say I was going to win? She was like, no, she already knew the answer.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. Well, I like that he keep it real. He was like, truth, you know, I ain't never going to lie to you.
Look, now what you think of the new beginnings? You got Marcus leaving with Gemma, and you got Tracy getting started with this guy Keith that was Shad's friend. What's your thoughts on that?
What's up with Keith? Like, this is irritating me too, y'all. That's why I said Tracy is literally setting herself back up. Because the last time we seen Keith, he was trying to still threaten damn Emmett and be underhanded with him and Darnell. So, like, no. Girl, whatever. But
I don't think he's stable.
Yeah, I don't at all. I think he's trying to come off right now like, oh, hey, the beautiful woman, and you can't be, you know, the game. You can't possibly be beautiful and you single. What? Oh, and is that
how she falling for these old lines?
She too old for this. This was irking me about her, Moochie. It's not like she wanted the young kids. Jake and Gemma got more damn sense than she do. Come on, Tracy, girl.
Sure, you would have been better off going to try to mess with Marcus Gemma father, because he don't want no kids and you don't want no kids.
Right.
That's your speed right there.
I don't know. We gonna see, because she about to be in a triangle.
I know it. What you think about this with Trig and her and him being so helpful?
I don't mind. I just don't know where we going with it. But I don't mind him being there for her and being like, I ain't got nothing to do. Let me go ahead over here with you to the, Lamont's class. Is he about to be in the delivery room with her too? Or is it going to be Nuck? Are they going to have Nuck on one side and him on the other side?
He better not be in that delivery room, Nuck.
Girl, I would.
Because if
I
he
would
is, I will be turning my TV off.
I'm serious. The way I will go off if they do that, y'all, I'll be so mad. But yeah, I didn't mind this. She needs somebody there to give her, some support. Everybody else probably got a partner in the class, then she show up and she ain't got nobody with her.
So. Now, what you think? This is why I was mad at this, because this is the only good shot that I could get of Maisha. You see that? Like, how y'all? I didn't like the way they sent her off. I really didn't. I feel like.
I mean, this party was kind of whack to me. They just threw it together. We just saying toodles, deuces. That was it.
Now I got not one, but two.
Yeah. Got money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right.
Money. Yeah.
So you got this one. You got the super sticker. Here's DeMarcus. I wonder if Charles paid Remy to expose that Sarah's smashing Pastor Ezekiel over the internet. And this is Pastor Ezekiel's wanna purchase Papa Church. You know what? I hope that if he does get exposed like that, and I feel like that was a foreshadowing moment with what Charles said, that you will lose half your congregation. You know where they going? They going to your boy Papa. If he lose half the congregation, and he need it. But you gotta look at it like this too. Pastor Charles, aka Dre, been scheming on that position. He was trying to send him out of town prior last week and say, look, I'll handle everything while you're gone. He was ready to put himself in line right there.
Yeah. None of that is a surprise. We already see them like leading into that direction, and that man irritates me too. I won't feel bad for him if that happens.
I think that Tiff is using Victor Trigg to set up Nook. Imagine if Reg find out that Nook took out Rob and tell Alicia or Tiff. But how Reg gonna find out? The only other person that know right now that took out Rob, the only other person that know right now is Bakari and Kenya. And Kenya left town.
Right. Yeah. So we don't know if that's gonna come back into play. It could. I wanted it to. I felt like that was like the backup. But
she hasn't even we never even seen her and Charles talk.
Yeah, no.
Has anybody noticed how Tiffany doesn't support Keisha the way she supports her? She's selfish as hell and ungrateful. I'm going to chalk it up to her grieving. I'm gonna chalk it up to her grieving, but she do be having her jealous moments. But look at it like this. Emmett was jealous of not finding out what the baby was, which I didn't think made sense anyway. I think she knows she's having a girl and she don't want to tell him. I really like the storyline of Victor stepping up, being there for Tiff. That's what friends are supposed to do. Yup. It don't always have to be romantic either. He could just be stepping in just to look out for her because he know Rob was a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I definitely do think he feel bad of what happened to Rob, and he knows that she don't have him there. Shoot, I got friendships that's more than 20 years that's like, friends that's guys that's like my brothers. It ain't never been nothing romantic, and they always held me down and I held them down. But most times if it goes that way, everybody automatically want to look at it like it's a romantic thing. Could be not.
Well, Keith got the draws. He got the draws.
It wasn't no shot. Tracy just be too damn open for me. I'm sorry.
I know. Hi. And here she come out of her shoes and her skirt.
She was too thirsty for it.
I don't know that Boys in the Hood scene show Bakari running from the trailer sneak peek. So something gonna happen to Bakari.
Oh yeah, I said that's the first episode.
Yeah, we was talking about that. So I bet you that's probably gonna be the mid-season finale.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this is episode 4 we coming to. So 2 more episodes, and I think that's coming. What's your thought?
Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, listen, Bakari has been having the clock ticking on him for a minute now, y'all.
Okay, Vacay J says, "What's up, Vacay? Trick feels bad because they come to him first when Rob popped. Yeah, when Rob got popped the first time. He does. He felt guilty about it. Yeah, because they did come to Rob came to him himself.
Yeah, definitely.
If Nook is in the delivery room or even at the hospital, I'ma do a Kendrick turn my TV off. Turn your TV off. Turn your TV.
For real, that would really piss me off.
What did you think? Okay, let's look at the clip and you tell me what was your thoughts about this little showdown that they had. Sorry.
Fuck, you need a job or something? What the fuck I look like coming back to work for your goofy ass, nigga? What you want? The mob. That's my shit. I run that. I can run it better. Hey, you and your bitch ass little brother, get the fuck out. You already know how I'm coming. We can go to what, a day, tomorrow, whenever the fuck you want to do. I'm coming back for my shit. That's cool. Just know, if I kill you, I'm gonna bury the body myself.
What's your take?
I get it. This was cute. We gotta have this set up, but I don't got time for no words. Like, let's get it now. What you talking?
You know,
like what we talking for?
Don't talk about what you gonna do.
Right,
do it. You gonna come to my door and you coming to my house with them?
Yeah, we were supposed to come there and pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, and Jake looks scared.
Yeah, I don't like Drake being drug around and he taking the damn coffin. They could have kept all. That's where they pissing me off at with Reg. Okay, I need Reg to put all this energy to Nuck if you buck and keep it on him. And take it off my boy Jake, because that's when I'm gonna come kick you through the TV too. Pissing me off with that, but yeah, I get it. We gotta have the build up. I'm back. I'm the one that need to be in charge. And if I take you out, we gonna bury your body. Sit your ass down. I want him to slap him. I'm so sick of him. But yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Bakari over there in the corner looking crazy, and
he looked shocked with everything. Like, oh wait, and then you gotta look at it like this. You remember Bakari saved him from Nook taking him out, Jake out.
Yeah.
So, like, why is all of this not being communicated?
Yeah, because trust me, y'all, if anything, and they better not do it, but if anything happened to Jake, even if he get a scratch on him, then we gonna have Trick versus Dan Reg, because Trick ain't going for that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I know he already told him that was the one, and don't bring none of this stuff to Jake's door. So Reg can be trapped in the closet for 5 years, but confront Trig about liking men. What he was doing for money all of this time?
Nothing. He broke. That's my thing. You telling Jake to come with you when you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to come out talking about we getting money.
That part. You don't even have a real idea. You just coming back running amok. Yeah, he's just coming back running amok.
Like, what are we talking about here? Jake is making money. You can sit there and want to make fun of him if you want to and say it's slow, but he's still making something.
Okay, I mean, it's kind of obvious to me Reg has to survive. That'll be crazy for him to come back just to get knocked off again.
Mm-hmm. It would. But if he mess around and get Jake hurt.
On the bus gangster. Yeah. They be like that, though.
Yeah.
That's the one, you know, when the next time you see him coming, that's why when you got to pay attention to people. So if you see them coming again, you know not to stop for them.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that Jake didn't tell Reg that him and Gemma lost their baby because of Bakari. I don't want him to mention that because that's going to make things worse. Because I feel like Bakari already made up for that.
Yeah, he already let that go.
He made up for that. That's going too far back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice Reg threw his bag in the garbage? Yeah. As soon as he threw the bag in the garbage, I knew what was up.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a moment, remember when Trig get down, he be wearing his hood too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he had somewhat of a similar walk to him.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to know how this is all going to play out, y'all. What are we doing? Like, what's the war? Who we got popping? But keep Jake out of it, okay?
Yeah, I agree. Keep Jake out of it. I feel like this, like, now you got Bakari getting ready to do good. One of those two youngins gonna get taken out.
Oh, yeah.
And it better not be Jake. It better not be.
Yeah, because we see the whole, like somebody mentioned a little while ago, the damn fake boys in the hood with Bakari running in slow-mo and Jake like, Bakari!
I wonder if, you know what, they don't know DeMarcus. They think that all came from Duda. So they think they know it was Duda's hand, but they don't know who actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they did find out who did it, because Bakari knew. Do you think Bakari gonna say something? That's what I'm saying. Do you think Bakari's gonna say something? Because he gonna start. I think that's why she playing him so close. He gonna find out. She gonna find out some stuff.
Bakari, first of all, is doing too damn much. You want 1 foot in the game, 1 foot out. You want to go to school. You still want to write this book, and we still don't know all what's in this book that he's writing. And then you know these different details, and the person that's financing you to write this book is Alicia, who you helped to bring her son body there and was there when he was taken out. This boy got too much shit going on.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think he's going to write that in that book?
That's what I'm saying.
If he writes that in the book, do you think this is going to be the nail that's going to be put into his coffin to take him out, the final nail?
It could be. It's a big possibility. That's why they humanized him. Exactly. And they've been doing that for what? Last season or two?
Exactly.
You know, it's always either the one that was always good and innocent or the one that's trying to make the change.
We can't forget that Bakari throwing up could be used as evidence for the death of Rob.
Yeah, I always thought that. Mm-hmm. And remember, the cops is about to be on the scene. Don't be surprised if that come back up.
So then, if they getting close to him and they start pressing him, Nook gonna try to take him out.
Yeah.
And it so happens that y'all hear how I'm putting it together. It just so happens to be that Jake is gonna be around when that happens. If Victor had to choose which brother he would keep alive, it would be Jake every time. I wouldn't be surprised if Victor sprayed Reg with bullets. You know what? It's possible he could get some hot ones put in him. Especially by Trig, because if he come to a close call with him, or if he hear in the streets about your brother moving different with Reg, he moving like, you know, how he used to move when he was with Reg. If he hears that,
look how much stuff Victor went through with damn Duda to try to protect Victor and get him back with him. Like, that's all he's been doing is trying to fight for his brother. Regardless of any other things people want to say about him, he is not going to go for that at all.
Yeah, I agree. This situation is definitely putting Jake and Bakari in danger, but we don't know if Bakari gonna actually survive the Pow Pows, and if so, that most likely bring Bakari's sister back in the scene after leaving. So you think, okay, they probably will both come back, her and Gemma, if they find that out.
Yeah.
Bakari about to get his karma for unaliving Ronnie in broad daylight. Yes, and you see it was broad daylight with that whole scene that they showed. I gotta get the clip and we'll talk about it. See, this is where y'all need to be sending stuff to my dog on Instagram, y'all. Anywho, moving on.
Yeah. Listen, everybody have their day. You play out here, that's part of the game.
Yep, I think Jake and Bakari gonna argue in the alley. They gonna separate, and then the Pow at Bakari. You think so? Woo! What they gonna be arguing about? Do you think that Jake knows?
Maybe he tells him something, or I don't know. Yeah, it could be either way. He could read something. He could tell him something. Maybe I don't know.
Yep, and and now that we finally like him, we gonna be mad that he get taken out, or you don't give a damn, Tamika.
Y'all know that unfortunately, Bakari has never, ever, ever, ever struck a chord in my heart. Okay. Oh, he just haven't. I see what they trying to do, and I want to feel something for him, but I haven't felt it.
I just don't want Lene to be around.
Yeah, I never.
I'm glad she didn't talk to him at that party.
I never wanted her to get caught in the crossfire.
I'm glad she didn't talk to him at that party, because if something happened, her brother's gonna get activated too.
Oh yeah,
we don't need that. We do not need that. Trying to get married and start a new life. He already took somebody out and did time for it. And that was self-defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so any final thoughts?
I just want to know what we gonna get into next. Like, now that we say we at war, because I'm sure Nuck just knew he had it made. Okay, he just knew to be chilling. He got everything out the way. He's smiling and cheesing, and Tiff and Keisha and Emmett face. He definitely did not have this on his bingo card.
No,
so I want to know how he gonna maneuver with this now, because I'm thinking it's probably gonna be a split. Some of the guys is probably gonna want to go with Reg, and some of the guys is gonna want to stay with him. Maybe.
Well, the one that carried him away is going with him.
Oh yeah.
And that was, remember, he was with the remember when they had the civilian thing, he was going around with Trig. So I see him going with Trig and them. But even though Trig is not involved, but I see him doing that.
And I'm thinking that, at least from what we see in the preview, Tiff Spidey senses is tingling. She still don't know, but she feeling like, I thought I was going to feel a different way once Alicia did what she did. And that makes me, and since I don't feel that way, that makes me think she didn't get the right person. So having said that means she going to probably be doing her own investigations. I don't know.
Yes. Well, with that being said, I guess we done here. Let me close out the poll and see how that did. Did you put it up in your thing or no?
No, I didn't even put it.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do first, because I was trying for 2 weeks in a row to do the after show for the Shy, and the first week they ain't show it till 3 a.m. And this week it came on after 12. So they sometimes, how you putting this on late, but Yellow Jackets was coming on like that right on time?
Who knows? These apps be acting up too. But I mean, BMF is more than likely going to drop at 12. So if that's what's on first, I mean, as far as watching it, I'll probably watch it first if it's up there first. But I'm not in no big rush for BMF either, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna cover it. I think we all gonna do something together as well. We've been doing it, the last couple seasons anyway. So,
well, I will be back with the trailer breakdown. We're gonna do the trail. I'm gonna try to do the trailer breakdown for. Well, we're doing Godfather of Harlem tomorrow. So if anything trailer breakdown comes tomorrow, it will be The Shy. We will be back to talk about that. And just keep y'all notifications on and holler at your girl. All right? So what you got going on, boo?
I don't got too much going on. I'll be there with y'all for Godfather of Harlem. I think Wednesday is when we join NITA. She hosts for Forever. If y'all for any reason have not watched that show, definitely check it out. That's such a great, excellent show.
Yes.
And other than that,
yes,
I think
so we doing episode 4 and 5, right?
Yeah,
for Forever. So that'll be the episode. It'll be on Wednesday. You got enough time to watch it. It's only an hour. Wood Harrison does a great job as the father in this, and it's a good show to me. I like it.
So good.
Even though it's an updated version of the Judy Blume book, Forever. If you read that book, so they do pay homage to the Judy Blume book. So check it out. It's I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And then I don't know, sometime close to the end of the week, I'll do self-care and what you should be watching. Tell y'all all the TV shows and movies that's coming out in June. And other than that, BMF the Shy, the usual. They keep going and going.
All right. Keep y'all notifications on. We might talk about Mob. What was it? Mob.
Mob. Man, I don't know if y'all watching
if y'all watching it, we just might just get up here and shoot the ish in a hole and talk about it. So, like I said, we trying to get things together behind scenes. So keep y'all notifications on. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate y'all and have a good night, y'all. Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.